Hi Briarwood families, thanks for joining me in this video tutorial. I'm going to show you how to access some great digital resources. So the first thing you're going to need to do is go to the library website. You can get here directly from weloveourlibrary.blogspot.com. Here's the address. You can also get there from a link on the Briarwood website and from the Issaquah School District website, but I think bookmarking the actual website is probably the easiest thing to do. So once you're here, you're going to go over to Destiny Catalog. It's the first one on the quick link section. You're going to go ahead and click on that. And up pops the homepage for the Destiny Catalog. Destiny is just the name of our library catalog. So all of these icons are linked to various websites. So if you're doing some geography research or Washington research, you could click on those. If you needed copyright-free images that are appropriate for students, these are some great websites. So you can play around with that. There's book recommendations at the bottom and some other fun websites on the side. But in terms of accessing books, since you can't get actual books from the library right now, your best bet is probably going to be 1, King County, and 2, Mac and VIA. So if you click on this icon, KCLS Student Access, it is going to take you to a page with tons of resources. This is already for elementary school students. And then you're just going to scroll down. So if you were interested in finding some databases because you wanted to do research, something for a project, you could go ahead and click on here. But we are looking for ebooks and audiobooks. So I'm going to click on that. And then over here it says sign in. So if you don't already have a King County Library card, you actually do have a number assigned to you through the school district if you're a student. So you're going to go ahead and click on sign in. And then here, if you have a library card, you're going to flip it over and enter the card number on the back. And then your PIN is usually the last 4 digits of your home phone number, but you might have changed it when you signed up for a card. If you don't have a library card, you're going to enter 411, that's the Issaquah School District code, and then you're going to enter your student ID that the district has given you. It is the number that you use, I think, to sign in to Clever. So students in probably 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade are familiar with that number. Your classroom teacher can get it to you. I can get it to you. It is found in Skyward. So it's probably something familiar. It's 7 digits long. If it's 6 digits long, because it's an older number, you just need to stick a 0 in front. So let's pretend that we're going to do 411 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because we know it's a 7-digit number. And then the PIN number is going to be the last 4 digits of your library card number. So in this case, 4, 5, 6, 7. Obviously, I can't sign in because that is not a real library card number and PIN number, but if it was accurate, you could sign in, and then you would be able to check out books to the Kindle app, or if you have a Kindle, or other devices that you would like to find books on. So that is one way to access lots and lots and lots of books. The other one I'm going to show you is Mac and VIA, and this company has actually provided us with just over 5,000 different digital titles for free through June 30th because of the pandemic, which is amazing. So if you come back to the catalog and you scroll over or hover over the icon, it says Mac and VIA, that's the name of the company, and then the login information and password is there. So BW Bears is the login and Read is the password, and both are case sensitive. So I'm going to click on that. Before I forget the password, I had logged in earlier so it remembers, but it's going to ask you for your school, and then it's going to ask you for BW Bears as your login and Read as the password, and it should take you to a page that looks like this. So you could search by category. It'll tell you how many titles are each genre or category. There are also some databases that are included. So if you are interested in doing some research, biographies, animals, STEAM, all sorts of stuff. Okay. So those are 2 great ways to find digital books. Epic is another great resource. That isn't something that I can provide, but classroom teachers certainly can. If they have an account, they can give access to their students for free 24 hours a day through probably the end of June, if not the end of the summer. So if your classroom teacher doesn't yet have an Epic account, I would email them and say, please, please, please sign up. It is free for teachers, and then they can give access to students for that. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me, and hopefully I can get you some information. But definitely use these resources since we can't get into our library and get actual books into our hands. I hope that you are all doing well, that you are healthy, and happy reading.